Hey everybody, welcome back to Midwest Doll Collector. I'm Victor. So, I don't have a doll with me today. I left Malcolm upstairs. I am currently dog sitting. Show you the dog. Yeah, so I just wanted to hop on here today for a different kind of video. I wanted to make a Mother's Day video because Mother's Day is a very difficult day for me. My mom passed away a little over a decade ago. She passed away January 2nd, 2016. So it's been, a decade in January. So it's just one of those days where, I try to manage through and I try to deal with it the best that I possibly can. But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about my mom and about, her story and, why she passed away so early, because she was only 49 when she passed away. So I wanted to give a quick history and everything. So when I was, very young, well, actually before I was even born, she was starting to become ill. She was having a lot of lung issues, and the doctors brushed it off as asthma. They said, "Oh, you're asthmatic, you just need an inhaler, you'll be fine." Well, then I was born. Okay, editing Victor here. I just wanted to clarify that my mom, her pregnancy with me had nothing to do with her getting sick. She was sick before. She would have been sick if she didn't have me. It's something that I blamed myself for years, but it had nothing to do with it. I just wanted to preface that before we got further into the story. So, yeah, just wanted to specify that before getting further into it. So, and they discovered that she had a very rare lung disease called bronchiectasis, which it sounds like bronchitis. Everybody gets bronchiectasis and bronchitis confused. Every time I say bronchiectasis, everybody's like, "You mean bronchitis?" It's like, no, these are two separate things. So bronchiectasis is where the bronchial tubes, like there are tubes in your lungs that, give the air, like they're the airways. The bronchial tubes will swell. So less air can get through. So she had about 10% lung capacity about 5 years before she passed away. So, I mean, if that tells you anything about how severe this was. But yeah, so she had bronchiectasis, and we soon learned that it's a terminal disease. It's going to kill you if you have it slowly. And I remember growing up, I dealt with, my own mental health issues, but then I also dealt with having to take care of my mom, which if I had to go back in time, I would do it all over again. I would take care of her 100% again, no matter what. I would always take care of her again. Looking back, I know that I was a bit, salty about it at the time. I was kind of like, I'm a kid, let me do kid stuff, but, and I mean, it did traumatize me a little bit, I will admit, but, you know, having to watch your mom struggle to breathe and having to get her, you know, breathing treatments and having to help her to the different rooms and to the doctor and all these other things, you know, as a young child. I mean, I was helping take care of her from the age of 5 onwards. She passed away when I was 19, and I helped her my entire life, basically. But in 2015, in October, she fell. Now, she had had fainting spells in the past, where she would just lose her breath and just pass out. And this happened, and she hurt her back. Okay, yeah, she fell, hurt her back. And so we took her. Well, we didn't take her. We called an ambulance, and me and my aunt went to the hospital. My dad stayed home because he had to get up and go to my grandma's the next morning, so he was going to stay and sleep in. So that was fine. And there was a note in her file that if she were to go to the ER, that she was not to go home that night, that she was to stay at least overnight because of her breathing, because it was that bad. Regardless of what she came in for, she was not to go home that same night. The doctor ignored that statement and sent her home. Even though I begged him, basically, to not send her home. And he just ignored me because I was just some kid who didn't know anything, and he thought I was just trying to do his job for him. And it's like, no, I know my mom. I know her history. I know that she's not supposed to go home. And well, he sent her home. She didn't even get inside the house before she was passing out, foaming at the mouth from not being able to breathe. It was a horrendous sight. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. We were so scared. By the time the ambulance got back to our house to save her, they said she had no pulse. This isn't even the part, she didn't even die at this point, okay? This is not the day she died. This is in October, okay? So, like, keep that in mind. Yeah, they had to put her on a ventilator, which was the first time she had ever been put on a ventilator, which, oh my god, I hate that doctor. That ER doctor, we should have sued his ass, I'm just saying, but we didn't. But anyways, and she ended up going to a bigger hospital in a much bigger town, like a city, and not just a town, but I mean like the biggest city in the state pretty much. And she was there for a whole month in the ICU basically, and on the ventilator. And then eventually she got off of it, and then they had to put her back on it the next day. Then she was off again of it, and then she had to go to a nursing home in town. So she was there for probably another month. So by the time she got home, it was Thanksgiving time. So this was like the beginning of October to the end of November. So, yeah. And then she went in to the hospital the last time in this town, couple days after Thanksgiving, and she never came home. But let me tell you guys, she was a fighter, and I don't know. I have such a hard time with Mother's Day, because it's like, why did my mom have to go? You know? Like, everyone is celebrating with their mom, And you know, I know that not everybody gets a good relationship with their mom. I have plenty of friends who don't have good relationships with their moms. And I feel for them because I did have a good relationship with my mom. And I still lost her. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. The people who don't want their moms still have their moms, but the people who want their moms don't have them. And it's like, it sucks. You know, if I could have my mom back, I would. Because she was literally an amazing person. And, you know, she wasn't perfect, obviously, but none of us are. And it's like, yeah, we got in fights at times, and yeah, we argued, but she's the one who convinced me to go to college, and she's the one who convinced me to do creative things, and that I was good enough, and that I could do things that I didn't think I could. Yeah, it just, Mother's Day is a very difficult day, and I think it is for a lot of people, but I just want to remind you guys that if you have your mom still, to tell her you love her, if you are on good terms anyways, and if you're not, then don't, you know, tell a mother figure that you have, maybe somebody who is more of a mom to you, that you love them. You know, even tell a father figure that you love them, because just somebody who stepped up, because you're not gonna have them forever. I know that I thought I was gonna have mom forever, even though I knew that she had a terminal lung disease. It's just kind of difficult to get through days like these. But just know that you're not alone, and you're loved. Even if you don't have a mom anymore, or your mom is not cool or anything. I know this day is tough for a lot of people, so just know that you're not alone. And to all the moms out there that might be watching, happy Mother's Day. To all the reborn moms, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, so, sorry this was kind of a downer of a video. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys about my mom, and, you know, she was cool. She was such a character. I mean, I could tell you guys so much more about her, but she was just a character. I don't know how to word it. She was silly. She always, like, one time she forgot to put sugar in a pumpkin pie, if that tells you anything. So, but I have a lot of funny stories about her, like her ordering a pepperoni and mushroom pizza and calling it a pep-room pizza. That's one of my favorites too. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling right now. But I hope that you guys have a great Mother's Day. I know this video is actually going up on Mother's Day for once. I'm actually posting a Sunday video, which is kind of weird because I never do that. But I wanted to get this up on Mother's Day to kind of say Happy Mother's Day and everything. And I did include some pictures of my mom and myself and everything, so you guys can see us. I might add them at the end. I don't know. I'll add them somewhere. But, yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment. Tell me about your mom, or your situation with your mom, or your reborn dolls, or whatever you want to talk about. I try to comment back whenever I can. Sometimes I forget, but sorry. And don't forget to subscribe, become a member of the Batley family, and I will see you guys in probably tomorrow's video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.